It's time for all your local high school football scores and highlights. It's Touchdown Friday Night with Kenny Hawkins and Kane O'Neill. Brought to you by Marsh Propane, Food City, Champion Chevrolet, Southern Classic Car Auto Wash and Lube, and HMG Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. It's Touchdown Friday Night.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Touchdown Friday Night, one of the largest high school football shows in Tennessee and Virginia. I'm Kenny Hawkins, along with my tag team partner, Kane O'Neill. And tonight, we have 16 games on tap, including that big one in Greenville. But first, here to get this party started is Kane with our top tackle. Should I even call that top tackle of the night?
This one's a little different.
It's a little different.
See. That honor going to a quarterback. What? Hey, can you see and believe Grundy's Derek Endicott? I'm calling that an offensive tackle. Just blowing up the defender. Look at that form. My goodness. Highlights from this one coming up a little later. Here it comes again. Oh, my goodness, Kenny.
That's hurting me right now. Thanks, Kane. For some, it was considered the game of the year. Unbeaten and defending state champion Greenville was held to less than 30 points last season, only one time, and that was against the Elizabethton Cyclones. Even though the Green Devils would go on to win 24-10, the Cyclones know they belong in the ring with the champs, and tonight they were hoping to deliver that knockout blow. Greenville led this game 14-7 in the second quarter at Burley Stadium. Cade Ballard gets behind his big offensive line, pushes into the end zone for the quarterback sneak. Green Devils led this game 21-7. Cyclones come right back, going to the Wildcat formation. Corey Russell takes the snap, rolls left, hits Evan Perkins in the end zone to cut the lead to 21-13. Devils come out firing in the second half. Ballard hits Cameron Height in the flat, and Height will do the rest, taking it 34 yards to the house to put the Devils up 28-13. Cyclones go to their bag of tricks again. Russell on the reverse. He'll throw it to Bryson Rollins. What a throw, what a catch in the end zone to cut the lead to 28-20. Devils finally ice it in the fourth quarter when Ballard again sneaks in from a yard out. Green Devils continue their perfect season tonight with a 35-20 victory.
We knew they was going to come out and give it their all. We've been working hard this whole week for this game, really all year. This is a good matchup for both teams. We've been playing since 7th grade.
It didn't happen like we wanted it to, obviously. It's 2 years in a row. Don't feel so good after a win. We might see them in the playoffs again, and we'll come out firing again.
Too many penalties, but I won't take anything away from them. I knew coming in, they got tough kids, they got great coaches, they got a great community that supports them, and you know, what a game.
Took the words right out of my mouth. What a game. These two teams could face each other again in the playoffs, but tonight it belongs to the Green Devils. They beat Elizabethton 35-20. Cumberland Gap over Cosby 34-0. Hardin Valley traveling to Kingsport tonight to take on Dobbins Bennett. Second quarter action. Grayson Vaughn fakes the handoff, throws a strike to the end zone, finding Luke Defer for the touchdown. DB leading 17-7. Steele, first play of the third quarter. The Hawks are wasting no time getting on the board. Vaughn launches a perfect pass downfield, finds Cartez Campbell in the end zone for the touchdown. Hawks trailing now by 3. Later in the third, Dobbins Bennett looking to extend their lead to 6, but Jaden Anderson misses the field goal wide right. The Hawks would go on to beat Dobbins Bennett tonight by the final of 35-17. It was Granger ending that winning streak of Sullivan Central tonight, that final 48-20. We head to Gray. Daniel Boone taking on Cott County tonight. Early first quarter, Easton Harrell getting the snap, heading left on the keeper, sprinting past defenders, cutting inside as he brought down in the end zone. Trailblazers trailing, or should I say striking early 7-0. Later in the first is more Harrell as he keeps it himself, breaking a tackle, heading towards the corners. He scores his second touchdown of the night. It's all Boone 14-0. The Blazers continue to pour it on. Charlie Cole, you knew we couldn't have highlights without Cole. He gets into the end zone untouched for 6 more. Daniel Boone went on to win no match over Cott County tonight. That final 56-34. Cloudland over Jellicoe 54-12. To the Patriot Pasture. Sullivan South leading 24-0 at the half against Sullivan East. East driving. Blake Scher takes the screen, makes a move, puts it on the ground. Austin Mounds will recover to give the Rebels great field position. Few plays later, Luke Pollock, former TV 11 Player of the Week, swing pass to Mounds, and he will make a few miss and gets into the end zone for the score to make it 33-0 Rebels. More Rebels, this time Julian Reed on the handoff up the middle into the end zone for the score. That made it 39-0 Rebels. South went on to win easily tonight over East, 39-0. Johnson County all over North Green, 57-0. Kane?
And thanks, Kenny. The Tennessee High Vikings were hoping David Crockett may be looking ahead to next week's Musket Bowl against county rival Daniel Boone, led by TV11 Player of the Week, Cade Larkins. The Pioneers are one of the few remaining unbeaten teams in the area. No score late in the first quarter of this one with the Vikings driving. Cole McBrayer with the play action and throwing into the end zone, and he is going to find Ryan Gibson making the great grab and double coverage for the touchdown. Tennessee High taking a 7-0 lead. Crockett answers just 2 plays later. Larkins with the swing pass to Micah Robinson. He gets a good block and outraces everyone to the end zone, tying this game at 7 apiece. We head to the second quarter. Pioneers driving once again. Lane Malone with the handoff makes a few guys miss and puts it on the ground. Vikings recover to end the drive. Just before the half, Pioneers knocking on the door once again. Larkins finding Prince Colley over the middle and into the end zone.
I got it right today.
There it is. 14-7 Pioneers. Crockett stays unbeaten and keeps it alive. 24-21. They got this one in overtime. Morristown East over Volunteer 53-7. All right, let's head to Johnson City. Science Hill hosting Morristown West. This one was all toppers, already up 28-0. And adding to it in the closing seconds of the half, faking out everyone, Drew Morrison gets in on the shovel pass. Science Hill heading into the break up 35-0. The defense trying to maintain the shutout in the second. Jacob Abram breaking through the line and able to swing Zach Young down for the sack. The Trojan defense also stepping up, though, in the second. Jamal Spradley coming in unblocked and able to wrap up A.J. Stewart for the sack, but no match for the toppers this evening at home. Science Hill cruising to the 35-0 win. It was Scott over Northview Academy, 21-0. Let's head to Unaka. The Rangers hosting Hancock County tonight. Late first, Rangers facing 4th and short. John Boy Ramsey looking, breaking out of the pocket, still looking, and then eventually finding Devin Ramsey, able to stay on his feet and tiptoe down the sideline for the first down. And a few plays later, they capitalize. Logan Benway plowing up the middle and in for the score. The 2-point conversion was also good. Rangers up 8-0. But the Indians answer. The pitch going to Ethan Short. He's not going to come up short, getting into the end zone from a few yards out. Now Hancock County also going for 2 in the tie, but the Rangers snuffing that one out. Garrett Stiltner making the hit and knocking the ball free. It is Unaka going on to pick up the win tonight, 36-18. That's 7 down and still 9 more to go in Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. But first, we get to those games. Here are the Dobbins-Bennett Indian cheerleaders to help take us to break.
We are TV. We are TV. We are TV.